There was one time like the cameras were down and I had a quick second to tell him, I really like you, but my brothers are watching. And then that was it. And that's how we knew.
This podcast is a Dear Media production.
Hi, guys.
Hi, guys.
Welcome back to another episode of Girls Gotta Eat.
Welcome back. Where do we even start?
I don't know. So much has happened, and we didn't have a snack on Thursday.
So we are recording this a little far out for us. We were just in New York. My tour's over. My life of a showgirl's over. And we'll talk about it this week on the snack. If there's anything to say, whatever.
Yeah.
But we didn't do the snack last week, so we didn't get to talk about
Life of a Showgirl.
We are recording this the day the album came out. Mm-hmm. Well, it came out last night for us, 9 p.m.
How blessed did you feel at 9 p.m. last night that you got to turn that on? I was like, the rest of the world, I was like, there wasn't that much content about it yet. So it was like 9, 10. And I was like, there's not that much. People are listening.
Yeah. So this is so dated. This is embarrassing. Like by the time this comes out, it will be 10 days. 10 days. But you guys are still listening. Like it's not some flash in the pan. If you're a fan, you're still listening to the album. And we have thoughts.
We needed to be on record at some point.
We need to. I know. Like we were like, do we even bring it up? I'm like, it's gonna be fine. You guys still care, right? If you don't, then don't. Then
people stay caring.
Skip ahead.
If people bought that cardigan, they care.
Right, not the cardigan.
It's just like it's too much. We did cardigan in 2020.
People are gonna be mad.
People are mad.
They got mad about the snack.
People said that. Well, I got this message that said,
Raina, no, stop. What is it?
If people were talking shit on Beyonce, Ashley wouldn't have stood for it, and you stood for shit talk on Taylor. And I was like, that wasn't shit talk.
I also said Beyonce's perfume. I dragged Beyonce into it.
And if people want that cardigan, get your bag, girl.
Right?
You know,
it's just bring the cardigan up. Someone said, like, listen, I don't know. I'm not a Swiftie, so I don't know everything there is to know. People said there's a cardigan every album.
What?
People said there's a cardigan for every album. This one just looked particularly itchy.
That is so dorky. That is some dork ass shit. But you know, I stuck up for the movie. I said she provided a great experience for people. I mean, there's a hole in my heart where the Eras Tour left. It's the saddest thing in the world to me. I didn't go more than once. Okay, we can move on from this. But we had a great night listening to it. We're gonna thank our partners. We're gonna get into it. I have like fun stories to tell you. We have such a fun episode.
We're already probably so triggered up. Okay.
Anyway, well, we're gonna thank our partners. Thanks to Function, our first 1,000 listeners get a $100 credit towards your membership at functionhealth.com/GGE or use the code GGE100. And Quince, get free shipping and 365-day returns on your next order at quince.com/GGE. And Built, get points by paying rent at joinbuilt.com/GGE.
And thank you to Nutrafol. Get $10 off your first month subscription and free shipping at Nutrafol.com with code GGE10. And thank you to SmartMouth. Get a special discount on your next SmartMouth purchase at smartmouth.com/GGE. And thank you to Liquid IV. Get 20% off your first order at liquidiv.com with code GGE. So I mean, I feel like embarrassed to even talk about this, knowing that it's like on my mind right now and in 10 days. But I still want to share my thoughts on this album.
Go off.
I love this album. I knew I would. I said it. I was like, I feel like this is going to be more my style, a little more upbeat, a little more poppy. And as an eldest daughter, and as a showgirl myself, as a performer, and as someone who is marrying their number one fan, it speaks to me. It is her horniest album. When she said, my dick's bigger, I had to run it back. I was like, she did not say because my dick's bigger.
When she said open my thighs, I actually did it. I was like, I did not hear that correctly.
But Raina, okay, my dick's bigger. Like, she does have like a huge kid fan base.
It's a real pivot. So, I mean, even the photography around this, it was so spicy. The outfit's really spicy. I knew it was going to be just like more amped up, more poppy, more energy, more edgy. And, you know, it really, I was listening to her give an interview and it really spoke to me where she said, you know, I found this love that allows me to be the best version of me, the most me that I can be, and allows me to stand taller and just be more confident. And who could be more confident than Taylor Swift? But it's so relatable to be like, I found this person and they have like released me to be an even better version of myself.
And embrace her sexuality.
Yes.
Like she's never been sexual really.
At all.
And it's not like it's overly sexual, but there are these references and these mentions that I'm like, is she going to say it at the concert with the little girls there? I can't stop thinking about it.
She said magic stick. She said Coke. She mentioned Coke on an album like a rapper.
So that song, though, Father Figure, I can't get out of my head. I love it. I was just reading articles. What's it about? People say it's about her early days in the music industry. I have never really heard a song like this sung by a woman. I'm still processing. This is the day the album dropped. So these are just initial thoughts, but I love it. I love Wishlist. I love Wood. I love Canceled. And I love Elizabeth Taylor.
Love.
I've not seen people say it's their fave. When she says, Elizabeth Taylor, I am losing it.
The second half of the album is my favorite. So all those, all
really?
the songs you listened. All the songs you listed.
Okay. Well, I love The Fate of Ophelia. Elizabeth
Yeah.
Taylor's track 2.
But they're
Father
all-
Figure's track 4.
You know me, I need to like listen a few more times. I
For
need
sure.
to drive around and listen to it and digest it. But overall, I'm thrilled with it. I'm thrilled with like the look and the vibe around it,
Yeah.
like the photography, and it's fun. I'm excited. I want a concert so bad. Like I'm dying for a concert.
Ruin the Friendship, probably my least fave.
Well, I wanted it to be about Blake.
Well, people are saying Canceled. Is that kind of coded that she's still friends with her? I don't know. Again, I can't stress how weird I feel that this is 10 days from now. This is going to come out. But I just wanted to, be on record, and I love it. And I'm seeing the side of TikTok that doesn't like it, and they're like, these lyrics are trash and blah. And it's just like, she has so much range. Like, this is not the Tortured Poets department, which was like this lyrically dense 2 hours. This is 41 minutes of fun.
And we talked about like during COVID, she released Folklore, and it was this really melodic folk type music that I would like lay on the couch at night and cry when I was by myself in the quarantine.
I was riding through the woods.
Totally.
On my bike. Like Eli Rallo did a great reel that she just posted about, if you're really a fan, you can like respect the range. And I think of that with Beyonce. I mean, it's crazy what Beyonce did with a house album to a country album. And I'm a fan for life. And Renaissance was not my favorite album. And I loved Cowboy Carter. Like, it's the same kind of thing. Like, I'm not mad about it. Like, I think it's people that are really saying mean things. I'm like, man, you don't sound like a true fan.
I think about the ability to let any artist evolve and change. And I think about the beginning of our show. And this is our 8-year friendship anniversary of you and I meeting this week, and 7.5 years in business together and touring and all this. And I think about what the content was when we first started. And it was a lot more like slut stories and acting crazy and getting drunk. And I was much more like fast and loose with the information I would share. And, 8 years later, I am more private. I'm entitled to be. I'm older. I think that I've grown up and changed. Some of these stories are going to be slut stories. Still have a slutty story to tell you today.
You're still a slut.
Yeah. A lot of sex this year. But I appreciate that our audience has allowed us to grow up. And I hate when I see people be like, this changed. And it's like, but it's supposed to.
That's the point.
I grew up.
You've changed. Yeah, that's the point. I think these real, true Taylor Swift fans can at least appreciate all of her work and what the album signified at the time and where the state of the world. And I don't know. So it's just like, yeah, my least fave was probably the Tortured Poets department, which people who were so obsessed with her songwriting, that was probably their favorite, I'm assuming.
I'm just not like an Easter egg girly. Like, I don't go that hard on her. People that like go really hard on that loved that album because they're like, what does this mean about this and this and this? And it's not for me. I liked it. I liked the songs. I saw it in concert. It was great. But like, I like something more upbeat.
Yeah, I mean, still people are panning the songwriting and the lyrics on this, and they're still getting me. Like, she still is in a league of her own with her lyrics.
Absolutely.
Anyway, all right, that's our take.
Well, I told you this is my season of going to the doctor, so I went to
this doctor medical era. Okay, tell me what happened.
So I went to the gynecologist, and
she was like, oof.
If there was a soundtrack for You're 40 Now, that was disappointment. She was just like supplements and protein and hormone tests. And I really just wanted to get my IUD changed. I currently get my period. I have the copper IUD and I want to get the hormonal one. Yeah. And I was just like, can we just like toss that up there today? And she was like, oh, cutie. Yeah, so she did like a blood panel. She did like 5 tubes of blood. We're doing a hormone test. I'm going to go back, get a mammogram and an ultrasound and just make sure like everything is functioning great. We did a breast exam. Everything's great. But she was like, do you want an STD panel? And I was like, yes, I do. And so yesterday morning, I get this email.
No.
The subject line is like, you have an STD.
Yeah.
And listen, a lot of I'm not shaming people that have STDs. A lot of people have gotten these emails. But I was like, oh.
Everyone is going to react to that. Let's just be clear. No one's like, whoopee.
But like, I was like, my life flashed before my eyes for who I was going to have to tell.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh no.
Oh, you're going to be ethical about it. You really have to.
Honestly, I would be so afraid to tell this particular person that I might not tell him about. Not for my safety, but for a lot of reasons.
Yeah.
Because he would talk about it publicly.
Oh, yeah.
It was a UTI.
Okay.
And I don't know why they put it like
Raina,
that in the subject line, because it was a UTI.
Don't get me fucking started on the way they deliver some of this news.
Ashley, I can't, listen, I cannot stress this enough. I know tons of people that are dealing with STDs and have managed it with medicine and have had to be brave and tell people. I would have moved out of this country before telling this particular person that I gave him an STD, telling you that I gave him an STD. This said you had a UTI. And
he would have given it to you, though.
Well, you know, the guy before that probably gave
Oh my
it
God.
to me.
No, I had a situation. Do you remember this? I remember being in New York and I was leaving the studio to be on the phone with my doctor because she wouldn't call me back. I had a thing happen where they told me news about my body and the way that it was delivered, it was alarming.
Yes.
Like this could be cancerous kind of stuff. And then I called and the wires got crossed and someone told me you have to come in today. I like fell to the floor, and that was not what I didn't have to come into. Like it took a good. I feel like it was 24 hours. I was panicking. Remember, for my doctor to call me back and just be like, "Oh, this is like no big deal," and I was like, "You guys got to figure your shit out. This was like not okay."
I know. And my appointment was like at 11 o'clock, and they emailed me the next morning, and I appreciate how fast it was. But like the way it said like potential STD, all day long, I kept feeling like, why do I feel so sick? And then I'd be like, oh, right, I'm still like so triggered from this morning.
Well, you know my story. I'll tell it again while we're here.
Oh, good.
When I was in the summer 2005, and that was my last summer living in Dewey Beach with my girlfriends, and I just graduated college, and I got home from college, and I went to the gyno and did a whole thing, and did the lab test, and I got a full panel, whatever, and then I was living at the beach, and I remember being like pretty drunk. I was hanging out with Corey, and we were buzzed up, getting ready to go out, and my mom called, and she was like, hey, you got some mail here. One came from LabCorp or whatever. What's it called now when they do the lab test?
LabCorp is one. Quest
Diagnostics. Yeah, same kind of thing, whatever. Because with Quest Diagnostics, we have function today, so that's why I was trying to think of it. She was like, do you want me to open it? And I was like, yeah, whatever. Like, I'm like, I've been drinking. And she opened it, and I was like, yeah, open it. Let me know what it says. I'm sure it's fine. You know, I'm 21, no, 22. I'm like, I'm fine. She opened it up and she was just like, oh, well, it says here you have chlamydia. But
listen,
talk about killing your buzz.
I would rather anybody deliver that information to me besides my mom.
My mom, yeah.
Well, maybe my dad. My dad's the last.
Yes, your dad's actually worse. So I go, what? And at that age, also, that's like a death sentence. Like now you're like, it's...
Take a couple pills.
Yeah, and it's just not a big deal. I mean, you can decide what's a big deal for you, but I wouldn't have reacted today the way I did at 22. Also, I'm probably trying to fuck somebody that night. Mm-hmm. I'm already on my way. I'm 1 foot out the door. And I remember she was like, oh, I think I've had that.
Your mom?
Yes. And I was like, Mom. And then she was like, oh, wait, I misread it. It says you got tested for chlamydia. And it's negative. And she walked it back and I was fine.
But like, learn how to read before you deliver medical information first. Read the whole piece of paper.
That was the summer I had reoccurring BV.
Also very common.
I had to go meet this doctor at her house for an applicator. It was a whole mess.
So one of my other girlfriends was like, yeah, I got an email that also said you have an STD and it was BV. Mm-hmm. Like, it's just, why is this the subject line?
All right. So how's your UTI?
It's fine. I went and got that. Picked up meds at the store last night.
Did you know you had one? Were you feeling some type of way?
No, but I didn't pee after sex, and I did have a lot of sex. And so it does track.
You are really gatekeeping right now.
What? That's on that. What if I say his name?
Well, the last time you gatekeeped, that was when you
I also had a UTI.
Yes.
I watch that clip all the time of you guys.
Yeah, if you guys don't know, this is like a really funny moment where I was like, Raina, the people want to know what happened. And she was like, I got a UTI. So same
height.
Here we are.
It's the same height.
We're back here.
We are back. I get
Different
UTIs.
guy.
Yes.
Because that other guy, like we said, is in jail.
This current
Should be in jail.
If he went to jail,
White
it would
collar
probably
crime.
be for real white collar crime. You could see it a little, right?
All right. So what else? You had another story. You said.
Okay, so this is so crazy. Oh my God, I had such a morning. So Jackie is staying with me.
I talk about Jackie every week. Should we have her on a podcast? I feel like she's one of those friends that's like people would want to hear from because we bring her up all the time.
You guys see her on my Instagram story a lot. Ashley and I both went to Greece with her, and I were in the Hamptons for Labor Day weekend. She's just on my stories a lot. She stays with me a lot. So she last night came home. She had this like little like bachelorette party dinner or whatever, and I was drinking on the couch. We were both drunk when she got home, and I like go to sleep at like midnight, and she was like, "Can I do my laundry?" And I was like, you really gotta do this right now outside my bedroom door? You gotta do laundry.
Oh, right. It's right
12.
there. Doing laundry at midnight. That's like college kid behavior.
She was like, I have a yoga class in the morning. I have these leggings. They've just been like up in my vagina for a week. I gotta wash them. I was like, okay. So it's like 12 o'clock. I'm like, you really gotta do this right now? She's like, I'll put your stuff in too. I was like, okay, but then you gotta put it in the dryer because like I don't want stuff sitting wet for 7 hours in the washing machine. So you gotta put it in the dryer when you're done. So she's
At
like,
1 in the morning.
Yeah. I'm like, this is your problem. I'm going to bed. I go to bed. I wake up this morning to maybe the worst text message I've ever woken up to.
What?
8 a.m. I think you left a pack of cigarettes in an item of clothing. I was like, what is she saying to me?
There's already so much to unpack.
And then it comes rushing back to me. Last week in New York, Melanie and I were like stumbling home. And I was like, I want a pack of cigarettes. And I bought a pack of cigarettes. I smoked one cigarette and I lost the pack. I have no idea where it went. And when I was leaving our friend's place that I stayed at, I cleaned it top to bottom because I didn't want her to like come home to a mess, whatever. And I never found the pack of cigarettes and I never knew where it went. And I was just like, whatever, it belongs to the earth now.
Yeah.
And what I must have done was thrown it in my suitcase in between some stuff, put more clothing on top of it. When I got home a couple days ago, I must have just grabbed it by accident, like under a sweatshirt, tossed it into my laundry bag. And Jackie last night in the dark was doing laundry and tossed a full pack of cigarettes in my washing machine. Actually, the amount
What even happened?
and then she just like didn't notice when she like put it in the dryer. There are, I don't know, how many cigarettes in a pack? 21. There was 20 butts, paper everywhere, the whole pack, tobacco fucking everywhere. I vacuumed out my dryer this morning.
Like, did it ruin your clothes?
There's just stuff everywhere.
Ugh.
There's 20 cigarettes of tobacco just everywhere. And the cigarette butts like didn't dissolve. There's just paper on all over everything. Yeah, it smells. And I had to get like an extension to my vacuum and stick it down in the filter into the dryer because there's so much tobacco in it right now.
Well, this is what you get. I bet you're going to stop smoking cigs now.
This will not stop me. I will learn nothing from this.
This is a sign from the universe.
To not let Jackie do my laundry.
Oh my God.
I will learn nothing from this. Do you ever see that meme that says like, I just did a chore that I've been avoiding for 6 months and it took 3 minutes and I will learn nothing from this?
So, but you might have done this too.
I might have.
You know,
but
like
I didn't.
It's no, it's like it's just you pushed it to the point where Jackie finished the job, but you could have done this yourself. But no, that is brutal.
This is also what I imagine, like waking up to a text at 8 a.m. that like the thing that is really expensive is broken. This is what I imagine having children to be like, just 7 days a week, just every day somebody has just broken something expensive of yours. You walk downstairs and someone has colored on your walls. Like this is how I know that I'm not built to be a parent. It's just like this for like 15 years until they start like stealing your car.
Right. Exactly.
I'm not built for it. The way that ruined my morning. I was having such a cute little morning. I was like red lighting my face.
That's really tough. This could be an anti-smoking campaign. This is like people's new nightmare unlocked. They never knew existed.
It is disgusting.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
All right, well, I was excited to tell you these stories.
Okay. Well, we have a fun announcement today. We have some new Vibes Only products. We are so excited. Well, one new, one brand new, and then one relaunch of a top seller. So we're going to tell you about them.
So our number one seller in the company is this toy called the Reina. It's an Air Pulse Vibe, and it's dual-ended. So one end sucks and the other end vibrates. And we just thought, like, what is the next version of this we can give you guys? And so we want to introduce a toy that we actually had you guys name for the first time. So I'm holding it if you're watching, and there's tons of content on Vibes Only, our Instagram, if you've signed up for our newsletter. But this is the Scarlett. It is our newest toy. It is double-ended. It is the most elegant looking vibrator I think that we sell. And it has two sensations. So on one end, it is going to suck from an air pulse sensation, and then the other end vibrates. And it's this metal detail that we've never really sold anything that's metal and vibrates like this.
Yeah.
It's a really interesting sensation.
It is
your
different.
body.
And I think obviously most of our toys, with the exception of the Lucy Bullet, are silicone, the highest quality, softest silicone on the market. But people like the sensation of the metal against your body. And if you feel like you don't think you will, I encourage you to try it, because I was one of those people, and I love it. It's intense and powerful, but it's not too much. And obviously you can set your intensity and your pattern, and you can unlock more of those intensities and patterns in our app. But I really love the way it feels. It's really targeted. I love the shape of it. Obviously the color is gorgeous, the suction end, but it's really petite. It's perfect for travel. But yeah, I mean, this is different in a lot of ways for us.
Yes.
And we're really excited for you guys to try it out.
So it's luxurious and elegant. It's essentially a smaller version of the Reina because it is dual-ended.
Yeah.
Great for couples play. Great for travel.
Totally.
It fits in a clutch.
Yeah.
So if you need to take it to an event with you or something,
Yeah.
you know, just
In
want to
your
go to a
overnight
wedding.
bag. Yeah.
So this is the Scarlett. It'll be available at vibesonly.com starting today. And we have 3 Air Pulse vibes on the site. And so you can kind of pick which one you like. And we'll do some content this week about the difference between all 3. But this is great for travel, great for couples play. And all of our toys are good for couples play. But the Rain is a little big.
Yeah.
For a couple's toy.
Yeah, exactly. Do whatever you want in your relationship in the bedroom, but this is like perfect for that. And like we said, we had you guys name it for the first time. So I think I've named all of our toys. That's kind of my job in the company. Mm-hmm. So I gave this one up to you guys, and we loved that people called it the Scarlett. We did like a contest, and so the winner of that, a few people said that in the comments, a number of people, but the first person in that comment section when we posted this a few months back who said Scarlett is going to win the toy, and it's a perfect name.
It's a perfect name. It's a beautiful color.
Yeah, elegant name for an elegant toy, and the color, of course. So we're really excited for you guys to try that out. You can shop it now at vibesonly.com. And then another top seller within the company is our Suck and Blow Gel. So this is our oral enhancer. You use this during oral sex. It is penis and vulva friendly, and we have an array of flavors ranging from sweet to tart to fruity, and this is the sugar cookie. So we put this out a few years back, blew off the shelves, no pun intended, and actually pun intended. And we bring it back most holiday seasons because you guys just love it so much.
Yes, it's going to make you salivate. It's going to have juicier, wetter oral for you guys. And this really kicks off the holiday season for us at Vibes Only. So it's a perfect gift for yourself or somebody else.
Yeah, so check that out as well. And those are going to go quick. So we love to hear from you guys in how the toys and the products like the Suck and Blow Gel have enhanced your sex life. It really means the world. The way that people write to us and send us messages about the Suck and Blow Gel, I'm just like, oh my God, we are doing the Lord's work.
I know. We're improving relationships around the world.
Okay, so vibesonly.com. And since we're talking about the holidays, while we're here, we have holiday shows in New York and LA. We are so excited. The only 2 Girls Gotta Eat shows of the year. And we have so much fun stuff planned. I have to talk to you about something too, that possible thing to do with the shows. And they're just going to be bigger, better than ever before. We're really going to blow it out for those. So you guys can get tickets at girlsgottaeat.com. And we have such a fun episode today with our friends, Kate and Chad. We just love them. And we know you guys really like couples, like good, we've had like a few couples on. You just feel like such a good energy from their relationship. And so we're excited for you guys to hear the episode.
Yeah, but we'll just thank our partners and get right into it with them.
Okay, so I am telling you guys about Smart Mouth as I'm drinking coffee drinker, garlic lover, or just someone who you never want to think twice about your breath. Smart Mouth has you covered. So I admittedly was not really a mouthwash girly before, and I mentioned this before. My fiance is obsessed with mouthwash. He just always uses it, and I'm just like, I don't know. I just feel like it's not for me. Like I would use it sometimes. It gives me this aftertaste, and then I discovered Smart Mouth, and I am a mouthwash girly, as it turns out, because I really do love this, and it really gives you 24 hours of fresh breath with just 2 rinses a day. It is the only mouthwash scientifically proven to do that. The secret is their dual solution smart zinc technology. As you pour, the 2 solutions activate billions of zinc ions that instantly eliminate bad breath and keep it away all day. We just love the science behind this. It is backed by science, developed by the dentist who literally wrote the encyclopedia section on bad breath, so you can trust it. What a flex. And it's easy to use with their new Snap Top bottle. So we have tried all of the products. I've been using the toothpaste as well. We're focused on the mouthwash today, but I'm really loving everything that they do. And you know, there's some toothpaste mouthwash brands, not going to name any names, the most popular ones probably on the market that I just don't like. I just don't like the taste. I never have. I don't like the color. Sometimes it feels unnatural. I don't like the taste they leave in my mouth. So I just am such a fan of this. And this is what we have sitting on our bathroom sink. And they have mouthwash single packs. So it's easy to take it on the go in your purse with your Scarlett, your luggage or your pocket, easy to travel with. So never have bad breath again. Find Smart Mouth at Walgreens, Walmart, and Amazon, or visit smartmouth.com/DGE to snag a special discount on your next Smart Mouth purchase. So that is www.smartmouth.com/GGE. Don't miss out on 24-hour fresh breath. Your mouth will thank you.
Okay, let's talk about, it's fall, it's getting colder. Let's talk about prioritizing our body and our health. Let's talk about Function Health. I choose Function because it is the only health platform that gives me the data most people never get and the insights to start doing something about it. Inside Function, you get access to test over 100 biomarkers, from hormones to toxins to markers of heart health, inflammation, and stress. For an additional fee, you can also access MRI and chest CT scans, all tracked in one secure place over time. So you get a nearly 360-degree view of seeing better what's happening inside of your body. And I think in the fall, we start to have all these plans, and then obviously everybody's back to work after the summer, and a lot of stuff starts to build up chronic stress in our bodies. It can make us feel drained, and it increases systemic inflammation in your body, and it can have a variety of conditions just start to arise, like gastrointestinal dysfunction, cardiovascular disease, autoimmune disorders. So if you're concerned about any of those things and just generally want to do a check-in with your body, Function is a platform that's going to allow you to do that. And here, it's all in one place, and you can check a number of different biomarkers. With Function, you can see what stress is really doing inside and take steps to restore balance, energy, and clarity. And burnout doesn't have to really be the story. You'll get data and management ideas as well. So I use this, and you should too. Learn more and join using our link. Function is a nearly 360-degree view to see what's happening in your body, and our first 1,000 listeners get a $100 credit towards their membership. Visit functionhealth.com/GGE or use gift code GGE100 to sign up to own your health.
Okay, and this show is sponsored by Liquid IV. Like Raina was just mentioning, we are transitioned from summer to fall. We're in it.
We're there.
We're in the thick of it. And it is so important to me to stay hydrated. I feel like rest and hydration are the number one things. If I'm not hydrated, I feel it in my body. I feel sluggish. I see it in my face. I see it in my skin. So this is something that I really lean on. And I mentioned this before. Liquid IV is going to be in my wedding gift bags. Just when everybody who is going to be going hard for 4 days to really be able to stay hydrated with Liquid IV. And it's just these little sticks, packets, and you're just going to tear them open, throw them in 16 ounces of water. We like really, really cold water for this. And it is going to be 3 times the electrolytes of the leading sports drink, plus 8 vitamins and nutrients all in that single stick, scientifically formulated to help replenish electrolytes and fluids lost from sweat or exercise. And it is 100% daily value of 4 essential B vitamins and an excellent source of vitamin C. So really all the things super easy to bring with you on the go. Again, they're just these little packets. If you guys, I'm sure at this point you are familiar, but in case you're not, and there is a new product we're telling you about, Liquid IV's Energy Multiplier, sugar-free hydrating energy. This is going to support your physical energy, hydration, focus, mood, social stamina. That's what you need for
those 4 days.
A wedding weekend.
I'm already like, how can I budget the alcohol?
Yeah, so the hydration and the energy in one. That is important. 0 sugar, 3 times the electrolytes, 9 essential vitamins for a sugar-free, crash-free boost. It's going to help you feel balanced throughout the day without the crash or the jitters, and it comes in 2 mouth-watering flavors. The sugar-free energy strawberry kiwi, love the strawberry kiwi, and the blackberry lemonade. So those are 2 flavors. I've tried all the flavors. I really, really love them. And when it comes to the regular Liquid IV, I love lemon lime and I love guava, if you guys are curious. So this is really great. I mean, hydration and energy, 2 things that you really need no matter what you're doing. So you guys can try this out. Ditch the glitch with 0 sugar and 0 crash from Liquid IV. Tear, pour, live more. Go to liquidiv.com and get 20% off your first order with code GGE at checkout. That's 20% off your first order with code GGE at liquidiv.com. And let's get into it.
Okay, guys, we are very excited to get into today with our guests and really good friends of ours who we met and have been friends with in LA for years. We just love them so much. She is a huge influencer, reality TV star. She makes incredible videos about millennial behavior, and we have her and her fiance, Chad Savage, with us today. Please welcome to the show, Kate Steinberg. I feel like I didn't say that with a lot of conviction.
No, you crushed it.
She's not the one that I'm going to back that up again. And we have her fiance in the house.
You're not going to leave this?
No, you crushed it. That's exactly how I said to do it.
I like to say
you crushed it.
Listen, see how this
That was
feels though.
great.
We'll leave it anyways, but
crushed it.
we
I
have
love
her
that.
and her fiance. Please welcome to the show, Kate Steinberg and Chad Savage.
We're so
Doesn't
excited.
that feel better?
Yeah, that was nice. That was
Newly
nice.
engaged.
Yes,
reengaged.
again. Yes.
Don't call it a comeback.
Let me see your ring.
Oh yeah, this is fresh. I've only worn it like 3
Oh my God.
times.
Wait, what are they connected?
Okay, no.
what's the
So
deal?
Hit him with the quick story. Hit him
so
with
the
quick
first
story.
one,
We're gonna explain to you guys what we're talking about because this is their second
Yeah.
engagement.
second engagement. The first one is a partnership with a brand, Takori. So we designed this ring with them.
Right.
Like the big ring? The
the big, yeah,
engagement ring?
the
Okay.
main one.
Right.
And then Chad was like, I want to do something too. So I went to Europe with the ring.
Okay.
And then Chad wanted to like repropose, but I already had the ring. So then he got me the band.
I jumped ahead a little
Oh.
bit. That's why it doesn't seem like obviously like
Because-
she's wearing a wedding band, but that's
It's a vibe. I love it.
It's like I'm married. Everyone thinks
So you're
I'm married.
Yeah,
So,
which basically
you guys
at
have
this
been
point-
together.
yeah.
so then Chad's like, what do I do for the wedding day? And I'm like,
I
more diamonds.
Get another band.
Another
I guess,
band.
yeah.
Wait, so the Takori one you had before this?
That was a
because-
partnership.
to replace because you lost your engagement ring.
Yes.
Okay.
It's still out there.
From HBO.
Yeah.
The way that you guys have
back up.
The way so you guys are a couple and you live together and we're obsessed with your pets
And
and
they took me in with the fire.
They did. So if you
I
were to talk about the
evacuated.
LA fires, that's where
That
Ashley
was so
went.
much fun, by the way.
That was a good
We
time.
had a good time.
If I wasn't getting blacked out at a hotel getting a massage, I would have been there at your house too.
It was a stressful time.
It was.
It was a stressful
Who
time.
knows
Yeah.
what we were doing? But the way that you guys met is absolutely insane. You met on a reality TV dating show, which is not the insane part, but it's what the show was pretty insane.
Well, that's how first we got connected through the show because you were the only
yeah.
people reporting on it.
That is the coolest thing, actually. That's still
Nobody else was talking about it except you guys.
I love that show, and we'll talk about it. But I was watching this show because it was still during COVID times in 2020, and we were talking about during COVID is when Rain and I didn't have anything else going on dating wise, so we started talking about shows we were watching for on our episodes. Like that's really how it all started, and I started talking about the show I was obsessed with and was talking about you too. But I think. Did I throw a little shade?
Yeah.
it probably came my way. If
No,
anything, right?
no. It's actually my. Well, they
Really?
didn't
Okay.
think
This
they
is something I
didn't
don't
think
usually hear.
we liked each other because we didn't kiss or like have any physical or romantic.
Well, tell them
So
about
tell us
that.
about the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, okay, so the premise of the show was there's 3 leads. Chad was one of the leads. There was a bunch of girls coming in for Chad. I rose to the top and I won.
What's the name of the show?
That's pretty well said. 12 Dates of Christmas.
Okay.
And it was on HBO and it was filmed in
Austria.
Austria.
Yeah.
In Salzburg.
And
Yep.
it was different because everyone was together in like one house.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was kind of like a meshing point.
Yeah.
And it was actually super wild for me too because
As the Bachelor.
Well, yeah, like I barely took pictures before I arrived to this castle. So it was just I was super overwhelmed. Forgot how to talk. Forgot how to eat. Forgot how to walk. I was like walking around with like.
You were
I
stiff.
forgot how to walk. I was like, dude, I was so
were so
stiff. I was so stiff. Like if you watch like the first first couple episodes, it's like I'm walking like this.
Did you prep at all for this by watching The Bachelor or other reality dating shows?
I didn't.
You were just like, let's send it in Austria.
I was like, I believe in myself, and then
I don't know how to eat, but I'm gonna fuck all these girls.
And then I get there, and I'm like, yo, this is bad. I should not be here.
You had no social media presence before. Like, you genuinely came in with a heart.
I know, because I was
like,
looking everybody up.
Yeah, nothing. He had one photo.
This guy?
No joke. The first week, I lost 20 pounds. And like
from the anxiety of it all?
I couldn't sleep, I couldn't eat, and it was just I was fading away. I was withering.
And meanwhile, I'm in my room.
They were probably gonna pull me soon. Be like, this isn't working out.
That's crazy.
But in my room, though, they were feeding me like the most gluttonous breakfast. Like every morning, I would have like 3 croissants, a whole tub of Nutella. I'm pretty sure they gave me cereal with whipping cream. I gained so much weight, and I was just doing pure push-ups in the room because I didn't know what to do, because you were just stuck in the room, and I was just doing push-ups and my shoulders. If you you can't watch it, it's gone.
It is sad that it's gone.
It is sad, you know.
And you guys recently rewatched it and did commentary about it. But okay, so I'm watching the show, and I really thought you guys got along really well. I was like, they really seem like buddies, and they really genuinely seem like they like each other, but they will not tongue kiss.
She refused. She refused.
Was it because it was on television?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you know when you signed up for this show that like you might have to kiss somebody on TV?
Raina's literally like, had you guys ever seen a reality dating show?
Have you heard of sex before?
I remember going to producers and being like, I don't want any scenes in bed. I don't want I
get that though.
Because like your brothers would be watching, and your
that was the
family,
whole thing. I was like, my family's watching. I was working a corporate job. Like, I don't want anyone to know I kiss. And then there was a scene like where we had to talk like in bed. I was like, I can't be in bed with him, so they put me at the edge of the bed. Like I'm like Chad's like laying down. I'm at the edge of the
and I'm watching this like, oh come on.
You're like this. No, this ain't it. This ain't it.
I did not know this. So,
but
you told casting this prior to, like, I won't kiss on TV, and they were like, put her on the show.
Did you say that?
No, I didn't. It wasn't until after, like, I really got clammed up.
Okay, but you probably didn't even think of it until you got.
Like,
no.
Would you even think of it? Like, that's the thing. I mean, Rain and I talk about everything, our sex lives, but I still am not going to say I would feel comfortable making out on camera.
I'm not doing reality
I don't
TV.
think it's for everybody.
It's not for me.
No.
No, it was a lot.
And there was one time, like, the cameras were down, and I had a quick second to tell him. I was like...
Stuck your tongue in his mouth.
No, actually, I said, I really like you, but my brothers are watching. And then that was it, and that's how he knew.
Yeah. No, because there were moments like we had gift giving ceremonies, and I remember because we always
gifts?
Yeah, remember we
Christmas. It's a Christmas themed
Yeah.
show.
This show was one and
instead
done.
of roses, it was
it?
presents.
2 seasons.
Okay, were you guys season 1 or 2?
One.
Okay.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember.
Yeah. So it was pretty wild because it was like you had to give like pros and cons for everybody, which was like horrible for me. It was like the worst thing ever. And
you're both so nice.
It was so hard for me. So like one of my cons for you was just that I didn't know if like you really liked me because we were like the only ones at that point we like hadn't shared our first kiss yet.
No.
Yeah.
So how long is the show? 12 days? It's all 12 days of Christmas?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
and then you have to decide whether you're going to be together and
Yes.
you
Yeah.
get engaged.
Yes.
For the first time.
They had to shut that show down quickly because it was COVID. So like we were in Europe, and then like Italy was shutting down.
Remind me when you were filming it.
It was like February 28th, and we went into lockdown
Of
like
2020.
Yeah, and then we went into lockdown like March 4th. Like,
Totally.
Right when we came back, I never went back to like my corporate job.
So you could have kissed on TV.
We could have.
Still the brothers are an issue.
I do want to say one thing though. It was really, really special about me and Kate with the show because that anxiety that I talked to you about the first whole week, as soon as she came in like 7 days in maybe, and as soon as I had my first date with her, like she grounded me and I felt better and I could eat again.
Was it the rap?
The rap. So like our first date was in the castle. And then was it like
What a sentence.
Yeah, and then was it in like the next
it was
day
our
was
dog sledding.
Yeah, then the rap. Then I was like, dude.
So she
What's the
rapped
rap?
about your cat.
Oh, when you rapped.
right?
I did, and I like went. It was like a minute long, like it was 60 seconds. Like he's like, "Oh, can I have a taste?" And I like wouldn't stop.
Oh, yo, she laid it
I like
all
dropped a
down.
record, and it was like locked eyes. And I'm now like looking back at the, like he didn't know where to look. Like he just had to stare at me.
It was
like,
so long, and I'm just going like,
I'm like that little litter, scooping little bean diggers in the shitter, and like it's like, yeah.
I mean, I'm like, I don't know how many times I could do like the wave. You know what I mean?
I remember this like it was yesterday. Like this healed me.
You didn't do that.
I did, and I'm like, yo, I think I've done this 5 times.
But then we kissed after. That was our first kiss.
He was like, please stop. I'll do anything to
Yeah.
stop you.
It was good though. It was really
It was
good.
really good. It was really clever.
Yeah.
But it's funny because I feel like we always joke on men playing the guitar for women, like in their face, locking eyes, and we don't know how to act. And Kate was like, "Let me show you."
I thoroughly get the I get the ick from myself. Like, thank God the ick was not a thing because that would have been a thing.
It was great.
It was actually really good.
Thanks.
And I think moments like that, you're like, we're the same kind of weird.
yeah,
We were very much. We figured that out about each other very soon.
Like,
just
we
like
bonded
all
over,
our
like,
conversations.
I mean, that is a
Serial,
compliment. You know what I
Disney.
mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
no.
Okay, you guys are Disney adults. I
No,
forgot.
for sure.
Oh, yeah.
We're very weird
Wait,
together.
Are
and
you
it's
guys
fun.
Disney adults?
No, Kate, you've asked me this before.
Sorry,
Shut it
I
down
know.
so
I feel
quick.
like but you did text. You do want to. You have to come with us to Disney. You got to do the Disney experience with us.
The two of you?
Please.
Yeah.
We're gonna try to go. I do want to go.
Do you have like a Kate and Chad Disney experience?
We're pass holders.
We can lay one down.
You can show
for
us
you.
the world?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Raina. Oh,
I see what you did there.
So
I
this
liked
morning Jeremy was staying with me, my friend Jeremy, and he went to Disney this week with our friend Lex Nico. They spent a whole day at Disney together, and he was wearing the Disney shirt around my house, and I was like, "Are you going to the airport in that?" And he was like, "Yeah, so it's a cool T-shirt." And I was like, "You're really just telling the whole world you're a Disney adult?" And he was like, he wore it loud and proud. He was really into it.
So would you guys consider doing for the Halloween party I'm having before our wedding? Would you guys do a Prince and Princess?
1,000%.
Who
Wait,
would you
actually,
do?
Beauty and the Beast.
I love this. As the
That's
Beast.
rude. That was rude.
Yeah,
That's the first one that came to mind.
Yeah.
Chad's got broad shoulders. I can see it.
Or
I'll
we
take
do-
on the beast. That's cool.
I like
Guest
the Beast.
on?
Yeah,
Chad's like, I know what I look
I
like.
got
can
beast
be fine.
energy. That's cool.
We've done Troy Bolton and
Chad.
Chad.
Would you guys get married at Disney?
Yes, I've looked into it, but
We've looked into everything.
Yeah.
We got to actually just pick a route because we just keep
we've looked.
circling around it.
I saw like the venue, but I would need to know if they serve alcohol because you can get Mickey Mouse to come in, and I just like didn't see any alcohol flowing.
Okay. And what if Mickey like married you?
Oh my god.
Dude.
That'd be a dream. Like I don't.
Yeah.
Did you see that South Park episode?
No, I've never seen it.
It's really.
I know you're talking about. I know you're talking
Park.
about. Yeah.
But we've
Are there Disney and South Park adults
The crossover. The crossover. Yeah, they're out there.
I
They're
don't know
out
about
there.
that in Venn diagram.
It's really problematic. It's Mickey and the Jonas Brothers. It's great.
My mind works that way too. So respect.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you meet on this reality show, you get engaged, you come back here, the whole world shuts down.
Yeah.
Were you living together in the U.S. during the quarantine?
No, so at that point of the show, like he chose me, then we just like dispersed. He went back to New York, I went to Chicago, and we had to still film the season finale. So we had like 3 months of just FaceTime dates. And that's where like every night we do like a movie date, dinner date. We did like a Jeopardy night with my brothers. They like made a Jeopardy board and like we just played over.
so fun.
So
It was really fun, and we got so
Yeah.
much closer.
Do you guys like think about how many people have met on a reality TV show and have broken up? Like most of them.
I feel like that's a big thing when people always hear that. They're like, oh, so it is real? Like people do stay together? And I'm like, yeah, we are one of the
Yeah.
very rare couples.
You guys did come back and decide to not get married right away. I think you both were like, this is a little ridiculous. I've known you for 12 days. So I
Yeah.
think you were realistic. Like, let's see how this works in the real world.
Yeah,
And
which-
this was 2020. And obviously now 5 years later, you've like re-proposed.
Yeah. Right when we got engaged, like the first thing we did, we like looked at each other and we're like, okay, now we're going to date. Cause we didn't know each other.
Right.
Like that, then Chad moves to Chicago. We move in together. That's the first time I've ever lived with a guy. And I learned a lot about myself.
Yeah, no, it was a lot. It was a lot quick, and it was like I feel like the first engagement was like us just really taking a chance on each other, and it was like this is my best friend, and I don't know how it's gonna go, but like let's do it. Like we can make this work. This is fun, and then real life hits, and we've had a ton of ups and downs. Like we've been in therapy, we've been like
Yeah.
But the biggest thing that always makes me proud of us is we're still together, and we just like make it work, and it's not every day is perfect at all, but
No.
I love her.
Guys.
You know what I want to see? I want to see a reality show called Let's Just See How It Fucking Goes. And all these shows, I know that they need a culmination. Like The Bachelor, you have to propose to somebody, and Love is Blind, you have to give me like. I know that like there has to be like a thing that ends the show, but like. Grow the fuck up. These people are getting married. That's crazy to marry a person you just met that you've only lived in this castle with.
Yeah.
That's
I know.
so
it's
insane.
It's like it's luck that it works out.
For
you know,
real.
honestly. But okay, so you guys have been engaged now for like 5 years. So let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Feels good to say, right? It's clean. It's clean. Oh.
How often have people said to you guys, like, when are you getting married?
Every day.
And
of
are
our
you
life.
like, we got engaged like 12 days after
We just met. Well, and we'd say that with no judgment.
No. We
but
don't.
you guys are obviously a great couple, and you know you're best friends. And like, what would you answer if someone asks? Like, why has it been so long?
I think we still had to get to know each other. We still had to build that foundation. Like it just
Totally.
wasn't
Yeah.
there. And I feel like once we moved to LA, that was a big shift for us to like kind of get off my turf. Like New York was his, and this was just like a fresh start for us. And I feel like it was like within the past maybe year and a half, that's when I was really like, I've been always joking about a reproposal with him, but it was like this past year where I really was like, I really want you to repropose. Like,
Yeah.
I just feel like so much time has passed from that first one.
Totally.
So now that he's reproposed, now I feel like this proposal was so much more like intimate and special. Now I want to like really plan a wedding, where do you begin?
Well, you should listen to our episode that we have with Jacqueline and Elise.
My wedding planner. I'll send my wedding planner your way.
Oh, we would
Please.
love that.
That's where to begin. So that makes so much sense. Like you guys got engaged on the show. You barely knew each other. Chad, had you planned that for a while, like to do it in Austria?
So yeah, she has been dropping like a reproposal for a couple years, maybe.
Yeah,
yeah,
for a long
and,
time.
and I never quite like understood it until probably like towards the beginning of the year because it was like that was such a big moment for me, for us. I feel like that was it, you know, that was the crescendo. Then it started hitting me like, okay, this actually is really important because like it's an old chapter, but it's also a new chapter for us.
Yeah, I don't think
So-
you're supposed to marry a person you just met. And I think that being together for 5 years, it's a little long, I guess, to not be engaged to somebody, but that's many people's journey. I think
Totally.
a lot of people, it's probably like 3 to 4 years.
Some people
Yeah.
never marry.
I mean, 5 years is not a crazy amount of time to wait. And also, how old are you both? I just want to get that.
34.
34.
So, I mean, you were really young when you met.
Yeah.
Right.
28, which
Does feel like a lifetime ago.
Yeah.
I had different
Child
hair.
vibes.
I had,
Yeah.
dude, I had the fro going.
Yeah.
that looked different too.
Were you surprised?
Oh my God, I had no clue.
Really?
I just happened to wear white that day. So the whole thing was we were going to stay at the Sound of Music Castle. So that morning we check in, you check into a little clubhouse, and Chad was like, I have to go to the bathroom. And so he goes into the clubhouse and he comes out and he's like, the bathrooms have really tight corners. I have to go in the castle. And I'm like, what do you mean? Like we've waited 5 years to go back to this castle. You can't wait. And he's like, I really have to go.
It was not. It started off rough. Like it
it's
was
nerve-wracking.
Yeah, well, because I probably planned it for like 3 months before, and same thing with like obviously Takori and working with them behind the scenes for the wedding band, and then we went to Salzburg and we were able to just book one night there. So I really thought coming into it, I was like, she's gonna know. She's definitely gonna know. And luckily, you were still surprised. So with the bathroom, I had to, like, I was talking to somebody.
shit.
Yeah,
exactly.
that too. I was
literally what I
nervous.
said.
I was nervous. So I was talking to a videographer, and so I had to get a mic under my shirt.
Yes, okay.
So that's why I went to the bathroom. So there were two parts. There was like the castle and then the hotel. I went to the wrong bathroom. So I have to go in there. I like made this whole big spiel about how I have to go to the bathroom so bad. I'm sweating.
She's like, I get it.
Yeah,
You
and then
gotta
I
go to
come
the
back
bathroom.
out.
So mad.
Come back out, and I'm like, and I have to tell her that bathroom wasn't appropriate. Like that just doesn't. That's not going to work for me. I had to make something up.
He said
'cause
it's
I had to go to
close
the other
quarters.
bathroom.
That's the best you came up with?
Yeah, I
That is
know.
out of order?
I'm like, it's not going to work. It's not going to work in there, you know?
I see what you're saying. Like you were like, "Are you fucking
I'm
serious?
fuming.
What do you mean you quit? Got too nervous to use that bath?"
I was fuming.
No,
I was
I
like,
get it.
I was
Where
like,
you're like, oh, "What is wrong? Is this the tick I am just now hearing about?"
Drop the kids off at the pool and let's go.
Dude, it was bad.
That is so funny. He's like, "I couldn't use that bath."
Yeah.
That brother's not appropriate. It's not appropriate.
But like I scoped it out. It's just not going to
It's
work.
not
It's not to my
So-
standards. All right.
he scurries into the castle, and I have 10 minutes, and now I'm building up anger in those 10 minutes.
I can feel this.
I'm like, he comes back, his shirt's untucked, and I'm like, tuck your shirt.
You put the mic up.
Yeah. I'm like, tuck your shirt.
And I was like, okay, I will. And she was like, can you do it now? And so I'm like gingerly, like weirdly,
With
like
the
joking
mic?
it. Yeah, trying to not to rip the cord.
And I'm shut down at this point. Like,
I would
I'm
be
just
too, yes.
like, we're walking, holding hands. He's like, remember this place? I'm like, no.
No.
And he's like, I could turn your day away, turn your day around. Try. And I had no clue. We're all mic'd up too, so we have all this audio of me just being so mean.
Yeah, but I like want to valid. Like,
I get it,
I
too.
have a really long fuse. It takes me a really long time to get there. But like once I have shut down, it's hard to pull me out of it. I'm disappointed. Like it's just
Yeah.
But
I'm in
how
a
many
headspace.
women have this story because the guy's acting weird. he does something
Something's
weird
off.
and he's coordinating stuff. So maybe he's late to it. Like whatever. Like
Yeah.
I think a lot of women are just like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like pull it together.
The day I thought I was maybe I just wanted to get engaged, and he snapped at me, "Stop asking me." And I was like, "Oh, now we're in a fight." He was like, "I'll do it in my own time." You know, I like proposed later that day. So
And it was that day.
It was, oh my God.
Oh, was that day?
it was that day. I was
so
listen,
it still
I was
went
hungover.
down.
I was having a bad fucking day, and he was like, "I must have brought up getting engaged." And he was like, "I'll do this in my own time. Like, stop bugging me."
He's like, as in tonight. Okay, well, congrats to you guys.
Thank
I'll
you.
send you the wedding planner.
We do
Please.
need it.
We're just gonna take a quick break, thank a couple of our partners, and we'll get right back into it with Kate and Chad. I am telling you guys about Quince.
This is my shirt. It's Quinn's.
Ashley and I love Quince
Just
so
you know,
much.
Didn't even plan it because I'm always wearing it.
I am always wearing it too. I mean, I either have the shoes, the bags, the sweaters, and now that it's getting cold out, it is a nice time to upgrade your wardrobe, get some
sweaters.
new good fall stuff. Quince is my go-to for quality essentials that feel cozy, they look refined, no matter what your budget is, and I cannot believe the price of these things. And Ashley and I shop there year round. I do a lot of summer stuff on there as well, but in the winter, they have these Mongolian cashmere sweaters. I have the cardigans, I have turtlenecks, I have button downs, I have crew neck. I mean, I have everything. I have all these colors. It's honestly like what I wear all winter to record.
It's so good, and it's such a like cool girl sweater. Like you see other girls in the street, you're like, I see you.
The whole website is great to shop. So I do have sneakers from there as well. I have these suede mules that I love to wear, but this is going to be a great way to add some luxury to your wardrobe at not luxury prices and still be really stylish. So find your fall staples at Quince. Go to quince.com/GGE for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. Now available in Canada too. That's QUINCE.com/GGE to get free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/GGE.
Okay, if you are dealing with hair issues like thinning or shedding and you're panicking about it and you're frustrated about it, for one, you're getting served a bunch of ads because they are inside your brain and you are probably getting served a million different things. If you're thinking about it, you're getting served ads about it. So you're probably seeing a bunch of ads and you're like, what could actually work? And I think a lot of us have had that story. Like whatever we are worried about, then that's what we get targeted for. And I'm just going to tell you that Nutrafol really is not like the rest of them. It is truly works. I've used this for so many years. It is physician formulated, clinically tested, and dermatologists recommend it. It is the #1 dermatologist recommended hair growth supplement brand trusted by over 1.5 million people. You can feel great about what you're putting in your body since Nutrafol hair growth supplements are backed by peer-reviewed studies and NSF content certified, the gold standard and third-party certification for supplements. So it really does ensure the efficacy, and they use a variety of hair measurement tools, hair counts, pull tests to assess the growth, quality, shedding, and texture. They take it really, really seriously, and it really does work. And I follow a lot of influencers that talk about their hair issues, and like most people are like, this is something that I really rely on, and I do as well. It's super easy to add into your daily routine. You can get it online, no prescription required, automated deliveries, free shipping, just 4 capsules a day. I take the women's formula. There's that formula. There's women's vegan. There's women's balance, and there's postpartum as well. And I really just fully personally endorse this and recommend it to you as we've been talking about it for years. And it really does work. So you can see thicker, stronger, faster growing hair with less shedding in just 3 to 6 months with Nutrafol. For a limited time, Nutrafol is offering our listeners $10 off your first month subscription and free shipping when you go to Nutrafol.com and enter the promo code GGE10. Find out why Nutrafol is the best-selling hair growth supplement and brand at Nutrafol.com, spelled Nutrafol.com, promo code GGE10. That's Nutrafol.com, promo code GGE10.
And finally, Built. If you are paying rent every month without earning anything in return, let me introduce you to Built, the rewards program designed for renters who want to earn something for their largest monthly expense. Let us explain. So by paying rent through Built, you earn flexible points that can be redeemed towards hundreds of hotels and airlines, a future rent payment, your next Lyft ride, and so much more. But it doesn't stop there. Built is about making your entire neighborhood more rewarding. You can dine out at your favorite local restaurants and earn additional points, get VIP treatment at certain fitness studios and enjoy exclusive experiences just for Built members every month. Built is turning a monthly expense into an opportunity to earn rewards and discover the best that your neighborhood has to offer. Your rent is finally working for you. Earn points on rent and around your neighborhood wherever you call home by going to joinbuilt.com/GGE. That's JOINBILT.com/GGE. Make sure to use our URL so that they know that we sent you.
Okay. Can we pivot to your career, Kate?
Yeah.
And talk about your Millennial brand.
Well, you guys met.
And you guys as an influencer couple, both of you.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, we met you because we were fans of you and Ashley, but you met on the internet?
I think we started chatting because we talked about her on the podcast. I DM'd with a couple of the girls from the show. The other girl?
Faith.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And because we had talked about it. And then we just stayed in touch, and I think I invited you to a Chicago show, but then I think you said I'm moving to LA.
Yeah.
I moved to LA, and I was like, we're moving to LA, and then we
met up at Soho House, and then
I
you
met you
came
at
there, and then
But your brand is so special and unique, and you make these millennial videos, so let's talk about it.
Yeah, I'm obsessed with like nostalgia and like being a millennial, and I think I get a high off of like relating to people. I think that's my biggest thing with like the videos is like when I see how universal things are, like, oh, like I had the Hollister jacket too, or like the low-rise jeans. Like I just love finding those niche ideas and like bringing them to life. And then I'm kind of, some people would say cringy, but it's okay.
We love the brand.
It's
I'm proud of
I mean,
you.
give us a couple more examples of the content.
So right now there's a big like resurgence of like millennial fashion. So like everything you see now at like Urban Outfitters or Free People, like it's just crazy to see things we worn in 2005 and they're completely coming back, like Gen Z wearing it like it's the first time. And you're like, oh my God, no, like
low-rise jeans.
Yeah, I think my friend she's a fashion stylist, and she said pencil skirts are coming back. She's like, just wait, since people are going back into the office, like millennial, like corporate culture is coming back.
But you'll do like the cult, not just fashion, like our phones that we have.
Oh yeah,
American Girl dolls, like the way that we
Thank
all
you for reminding me about my job.
live.
Yes. So,
and did your mom keep a bunch of your stuff? Okay.
Exactly. So my mom has like saved so much stuff in our basement,
So lucky.
and we call it like the museum. And they moved to Denver now, so I have a whole storage unit full of stuff. Like they saved so much stuff. But now
It's like a whole house. It's not just it's
So
their
you
whole
have like
house.
the props. Like you don't have to green screen it with fake stuff. Like
no,
you
a
have
lot
the
of it
stuff.
is like, well, now I feel like I've used so many of my props. Like I go on Poshmark, eBay. But the crazy thing is, it's so expensive now. Like it is because
They're
it's all
relics.
coming back. Like everything.
Yeah. Now it's in fashion again.
Yeah, like the Hollister jackets that once were $25 are selling for like $302. I'm in the middle of a bid. That's how I know.
bidding for it. The fact that you could have to rebuy stuff that you once owned.
Like I was bidding recently for Scooby-Doo snacks. Remember like the ones, the matte blue? There was like one unopened package.
I remember that.
And I lost
The matte blue.
Yes. That's how like niche I'm getting with things.
What did it end up going for again?
It was like 101.
Yeah,
For a
you-
snack.
She tapped out at like 95, right?
No,
Or
you
something
got
like
to
that.
talk about it at some point.
You do.
Also,
It's
like
just
this,
crazy.
you need it for your content. Like
I
it's
do.
work related.
Yes.
Yeah, she was upset at herself for tapping out.
Like,
She was like, should have got it.
right.
Should have got it.
Fruit Loop cereal straws, like the OG packaging. People sell this stuff. It's wild. Like,
Yeah.
And I'm bidding for it, like old snacks.
How do you get the ideas for it?
A lot of it is like based on like my real life
experience.
But then sometimes Chad will like tell me things he used to do in Pennsylvania, and I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, that's so weird.
Why you got to clarify Pennsylvania though?
Listen, we
Joey's-
did. Raina's from Pennsylvania.
That's what I'm
basically
saying.
from
That's what I'm
Pennsylvania.
saying.
You just like
give
dip
PA
things
some love.
PA girl.
a little
That's
bit
what I'm saying.
differently. I feel like our experiences
Totally.
were just like he didn't get to go out during lunchtime. Like he didn't have free lunch. Did you have free lunch?
No, but we would skip school.
No, we didn't feel
And sometimes when we could drive, we would leave. And
Yes.
I remember one day we all skipped. We all went to Wendy's, and we're like, we're so bad. And the whole fucking science department walked in. All the teachers, we ran out, and then they called the school, and they were like, Ashley and Nikki and whoever are coming back. And so we tried to park and run in. The vice principal ran after us. He cut me off. My friend Nikki went the other way. Like we lived in a small town. I feel like it was like out of a movie where it was just like that. Like we knew the teachers, we knew the principals.
And they were
Like,
cool about
We
it.
got like chased. Yes, and they were cool. We got
that's
detention.
nice. Yeah, see,
Obviously, we got detention,
That's
but
a
like
slap on the wrist, if that, yeah.
But I remember skipping for lunch.
So your content, I think, really kind of like celebrates millennial culture.
Yeah.
It's like cute, but like, how do you feel about like content that like really makes fun of like how millennial cringe?
I'm not, yeah, you're right. Like my stuff is like all positive. I try to like toe the
Yeah,
line of like,
it's a
I don't ever
tribute.
want to like,
I think it's cute.
but I see a lot of people making fun of millennial stuff. I'm kind of on the side of right now like videos of Gen Z telling millennials how to act, like the do's and don'ts on like stories and such. But I am trying to be like self-aware. Like I try not to be too millennial, but I do like I'll make a genuine video and then people are like, this is millennial core. Like I deleted a video recently. It was
it was the
I made a tune to like Ross target TJ Maxx.
TJ Maxx.
And it went insanely viral, but it was like not for the right reasons. And I took it down.
People were like hating on it.
Yeah, it was just so millennial, and I'm like, this is just.
But we're millennials,
and it was doing so well.
I find that content making fun of any generation to be like embarrassing. I have never in my life spent a moment thinking about the other generation, and I can't believe they say that or do that or wear that or want that. I don't care. Like times change, fashions change, the way that the world works changes. I have never cared less about anything than millennial cringe. I'm a millennial. I'm proud of the life that I build. I'm proud of my role in social media and the internet and what I wore, and I am older than Gen Z and I'm proud of it. They shouldn't want to be like me and I don't want to be like them. Right, there's like room for all of us.
That's so true though.
When you say it like, oh, that's so millennial, but that's what am I supposed to be? I'm trying to act like I'm 22. That's cringe. I'm acting my age. What an insult. It's so weird. I am going to pause before I start an Instagram story.
How I am for every story. The pause is there. Like I can't help it.
I don't care. And it's gotten so niche. Like it started with like side parts and front talks. I'm never going to stop a front talk. And then I saw this video the other day that this girl some girl came up to her and was like, I like your jeans. And she was like, oh my God, they're so cheap. They're from Amazon. I'll give you the link. And the girl was like, ew, that's so millennial that you would like give me the link. I'm just complimenting you. Take the compliment. I'm like, we've gotten so niche about this. Like to Ashley's point, I don't want to be like a 22-year-old. Good for them. They have their own journey. I don't want to talk like them or dress like them. I'm glad they don't want to talk or dress like me. I don't care.
That is really niche. I'm just like,
I've never cared about anything less in my life.
But also, like, this is not all Gen Zs. This is not a Gen Z hater podcast. I'm just saying, like, the whole culture of like it feels a little mean spirited and it feels a little like age shamey. Like, and it's just like, this is so weird. I don't know. I don't get it.
No, I agree.
To back you up, I only mean people that specifically make content to seek out making fun of millennials. Yeah. I don't know. It's funny to make fun of something that like you will be one day. Mm-hmm. Like, God willing, you will get older and you will be my age and you will be an older generation than the one below you. And this is going to happen to all of us. It's funny to like make fun of something that is going to happen to you.
I always think about that.
That's a really good point.
When I started off in advertising in 2013, I was like, being the millennial was the coolest thing. Like everybody came to me for like questions. You're the official millennial in the office. Oh my God. And time just flew. But you're right. Like eventually, like Gen Alpha is coming up where it's already the next one. I don't even know what's underneath them.
And yes, of course, when I was 20, I thought 30 was the oldest you could ever be in your life. Yeah. And, people dread those milestone birthdays because it's so old. But it's like, God willing, you'll grow up and you'll be healthy and you'll evolve. And like what we did with social media and the internet and how we got to be raised without it for so long.
All the time. We're the luckiest.
We talk about it all the time.
We're the luckiest generation. We've got to live two different types of lives, and we got to I got to get out of college. I'm older than you guys without social media. I mean, we got to grow up, have like real childhoods, and like play differently. And
I think about that a lot, just because it was so different. And like going through college without social media. Now we were just talking to.
It was about Vegas.
Yeah, and because Vegas just every time we've been in Vegas lately, it just seems slow. And it was just like, we were trying to figure out why. And somebody said that like Gen Z they don't like to party as much. Yeah, because like, but also they said it had to do, which could make sense with like phones, and they don't like, maybe they just don't feel
comfortable like going out to
letting loose a little bit more.
Like we did, which is I mean healthy, but listen, that was some fun times. And I feel like they don't go so hard like we did. And I can't imagine the stuff I did in late high school, college, if it would have ended up on the internet. I can't even think about it. I could throw up, but to think about it.
Yeah, and maybe this has like stopped some bad behavior from, the amount of binge drinking or promiscuity, and it's helped people make like safer, healthier decisions. But like I just got to live a more unburdened life, and I'm happy for it, and I'm happy to be the age I am.
And you get to do that now too. Like you get to do the social media now, and you get to
as adults.
Yeah, exactly.
More
you had
life
the
experience,
split.
more responsibility. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I got to travel before TikTok created lines that were 5 blocks long at every place that was worth going to. I got to like get into places I wanted to go to.
Actually, question: have you been to Community Goods? We live right by in West Hollywood.
Oh, is that?
No,
like,
I've driven
And
by and I
there's
see the line. I would
always
never.
a line at Community Goods, and I
yeah.
just haven't. Nothing
People out
scares me
there
more
just
than a
baking.
line, though. I just can't. Like when the road pop up happened, 2 miles long. Nothing. I just lines give me so much
And it
anxiety.
was so hot.
It was so hot.
I know people are just out there, and it's
Yeah.
good for. But then sometimes it's an overcorrection. Like businesses like want the business, and they can't keep up with the business, and they're like, I
Yeah.
wish I could go back till when it was just like, you
Yeah.
know. Okay, so Kate, but when you guys met, like you were doing content, but it wasn't like where you are now. You have 1 million followers. You're working with your limited 2 model, all these things. But Chad, you were not an influencer at all. You have a great watch line, and what is it called?
Daniel Savage watches.
Daniel Savage
No,
watches.
thank
The
you,
watches
thank
are
you.
gorgeous. You guys should check them out. But you kind of started this whole like influencer in the home series.
I did.
Basically just kind of Kate's in the background doing her thing, which was kind of a parody of like what's it like to be with like a partner that's creating content. But now you're an influencer too.
Well, it's very
That's the twist.
it's
Yeah,
very
it's so
kind
true.
for you to give me that title. I feel like personally working up to the content creator, but it's very, very kind. Yeah, it was really, really fun because it was like we were in Chicago and we were basically I was working. Like I work for my family business still, so I was in the corner at the window and I was just doing real life stuff. Like I was on my laptop, I was taking calls, and Kate was doing her real life stuff. She was in the back and she was dancing, and it was just like, and all of a sudden I was like, and I eat all the time, so it was just like normal, you know what I mean? So I'm eating something, and I set up the phone, and it's like facing her with me in it, and I'm just eating something, and I'm just like, I start doing these videos, and at first I probably did like 5 of them, and I just send them to my brother and my sister, and we're like dying laughing, you know what I mean? Like it's so funny, and then Kate caught wind one time. She was like, "That's really funny. You should post it."
Yeah.
And that's how that whole thing started, and it was just like it was fun because I knew nothing about social media and just like was so out of that world. So it was fun. It was a fun like stepping stone of me coming into a world and then kind of gaining like this also love for it and really like having fun doing it on my own and doing it with her. So
I think it's nice to get real. I think you see a lot of like couples that just seem so like perfect on the internet, and I think you're making these like BTS videos. What was the challenge where you stood on the thing?
The Nicki Minaj challenge.
Nicki Minaj challenge.
My
and Chad
God.
was like,
my anxiety is going back up.
Kate,
already
yours
seems
was like first when I saw that, I feel like went crazy viral. That I couldn't
Death-defying.
believe what I was looking at. And everybody was like, "This is AI," and you were like, "It's not AI." And I'm like,
No.
I can't. I've been to their house. I know where this is taking place, and I still like couldn't believe
Chad
it.
was begging me to get down off the Four Loko can. Like I
Please.
crushed like
And you fell,
Coors
right?
Light.
Like-
Yes, Coors Light cans are flying everywhere because I needed to wear the wedges. And this is 10:30 at night where I'm like, Chad, like I need to break the record by the morning. And Chad's like, please, like Kate, like let's try this in the morning.
I'm like, it's not worth it. Please,
Yeah.
like, can we stop? And she's like,
I don't wanna be a widow.
She's like, I could do it. One more, and like, there's nothing behind her eyes, and I'm like, I'm like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to, I'm like trying to shift like cushions to like.
oh my God, I fell and I'm like, he caught me and I said, let me fall.
if she died,
She's like, if I died of shit.
Straight up said that. She was like, I wish you would have let me fall off the bar. And I'm like, what do you mean by that? Like, actually run that back to me because I don't get it. I'm confused. And she's like, I was a cheerleader. Like,
Oh yeah,
it's better to just fall.
over a decade ago. I was like,
Well, you do like pro sport. What did you do? The hockey.
oh yeah, I was a NHL cheerleader.
Yeah.
But like I was like, because in cheerleading you're supposed to like put your hands up and let the base
You didn't want to
fall,
spot
or the
her.
flyer fall. Yeah, I didn't want him spotting me. I was like, I know how to fall correctly. You getting in my way actually was more damaging.
But he's
Yeah.
a good partner. Like no man would have been like, I'm gonna let her fall.
No,
let
he
her,
did
just let her
everything.
cook up.
Yeah,
Actually,
yeah.
she did
Yeah,
the right
she does.
thing. It was a test.
That's when
Chad.
social media gets dangerous because there is a glaze that gets over my eyes. Like when we did the Bugatti challenge, when I was like, pull harder. And then he like pulls my back out and I'm like
So this is kind of what I wanted to talk about. Like now you guys do some content together, and you've probably gotten some brand deals where it really requires both of you. And what is that dynamic like? And then also, like, are there times when one of you is like, we have to do this thing, and the other one's like, I think it's so fascinating. Influencer couples.
It's my favorite thing, but it's also a struggle sometimes.
I think the hard part is the boundary. Like there's no
Yeah.
boundaries with videos or like work schedule. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know how people like shut off because it'll be like 9 p.m. at night and I'm like
Right.
crawling out a window for the Hamilton challenge. I'm like, can you please get out of bed and film me? And then he's so nice. He like, yeah. But when it's vice versa, like sometimes I'm like, I don't want to film right now. Like, I don't want to
Right.
pick up a phone. I'm so burnt out, but also like it's a team effort. Like if he can't always just be filming me and I'm not reciprocating it when he needs my
Yeah.
help. So I think the one thing is like when we went to couples therapy, or my therapist is like, you have to set boundaries, like 7 p.m. phones down, and we'll
Okay.
try it. And then
It's just tough.
it's like a blessing and not a curse.
No, we have so much fun with it. We really, really do. Like
Yeah, it's
it is
net positive.
it is literally my favorite thing. But it's also just like any family business. Like I'm also in
Right.
another family business where it's the best thing in the world.
Yeah.
But when things don't go like your way or the way, you would react or talk to someone in a manner sometimes, you know what I mean,
Right.
because it's your family, it's your best friends.
Right.
So like that's the boundary too, where it's like it's just hard to navigate.
So it isn't all just like fluff. I remember like right after the election, people were like posting videos in chat. I saw you post this video about like your feelings about Donald Trump winning the presidency, and I was really moved by it. And like, is there a discussion behind closed doors? Like what you guys both do reflects on the other person now because you're like in business together. So like, was there a discussion of like, I'm going to publicly come out and make these political statements? And
I mean, it was a broad statement. It was just like, this is a heavy time.
Yeah, it was.
but you didn't have to do it at all. You know, what you're doing is the Bugatti challenge and the Nicki Minaj challenge. You don't have to do that at all.
Right, yeah.
So
Yeah.
was there a discussion about that?
There was. So like I remember very obviously everyone probably remembers very vividly like this, especially the days after the election. It was just heavy. Like it was so heavy. It was like I can't believe this happened. And so I remember just waking up and it was just tough. And I was like, it was started out as like this mental diary, you know, for the video. I showed Kate and my plan was I was like, I want to post this. Like this feels authentic to me and I want to share it. And there was like this, and she was behind me the whole time, but there is like that back and forth where it's like, we obviously always want to put out things that are positive and fun, you know, and like things that people want to see. Yeah, just like trying to make people laugh.
Yeah.
But then there's also the realism to it. Like, it's also like my account, it's her account. It's like, you want to also make like, put positivity in the world and like real things are happening and difficult situations are happening. And I think, and she also thinks that it's important to highlight that. And it means something. Like, it really does. Like, it's important to put your stamp in the world and try to make things better. How you see. Yeah, I think so.
I was really proud of you when you made that video. I was like proud to stand behind him. I'm like, he's really good with his words.
Yes.
I feel like you are just so good. And I appreciate you for that. Because he like will make a video on the spot, just say it. And I'm like, that's... Like, it's always just like for the kindness and respect for everyone. That's always the message behind it. So I'm like, post it. Like, you can't go, like, if that's his whole thing is just like kindness for everybody.
Well, yeah. So. I have a question for you guys. You don't have to answer this. Are you guys religious?
No.
You're not.
I was raised Catholic.
Okay.
But I haven't been to church in like organized church in a while.
Okay. You guys seem like you embody what you hope people who, whatever, consider themselves Christian or spiritual, like really are. You guys are genuinely good people. I mean, the dogs that you've adopted, and that is what you embody to me. And we just see so much division and hate today. And I don't know, I really look at you guys as the genuinely kind-hearted people. I mean, you were the first people to be like, come to our house with the fires. And I always think about the dogs. You guys have taken in dogs that other people wouldn't. You know, you have two.
I think we might be getting one more. Yes, we are so big on adoption.
But I don't know. I think about you guys a lot, and I was like curious what your like religious or your beliefs were in general, because it's like we talk a lot about religion and the way that people really are and what they really embody and the way they live their life. And you guys seem to me, you're like actually what when I think about.
I think the core of most religions should be kind, treat others well. And you know, I don't want to say I was surprised by the video I saw you post, but your guys' content can be like lighter and funnier. And you took a moment to be like, this is a time in the world where people are hurting and struggling, and I have a platform and I have something to say and I want to use it. And it can be really hard to do that when you also have another person who you're reflecting upon them, and your livelihood depends on each other now. And it's brave to speak out in the world. And I've had other influencers say to me and Ashley, like, it's really brave you guys talk about politics, and I like could never see it any other way. So I want to like commend you guys for being
I also will say you guys do
yeah.
text us often too. Like you're just like, thank you for posting, or like that's like it also is reassuring when your friends are reaching out too and giving you that, like reminds you like what you're doing like at the core is like good, and just having that support means a lot. Because on the flip side of posting a video like that, you're going to get ton of hate,
right.
and a lot.
And she also received, just like you said,
Yeah.
like for me posting that, she was getting messages.
Absolutely.
You know? And it's just tough. It's like either way, but like I think at the end of the day, like you said, you just like you guys always do, which is why one of the many reasons we love you. You guys stay true to who you are, and you speak positivity, and it's I think like in that video, hopefully like. It was supposed to be a broad statement of just like love.
Yeah.
You
It
know?
was. You struck a balance. It was
You know
great.
that Hamilton quote? It's like, you don't stand for something, like what do you fall for?
If you stand for nothing, you fall for everything.
Yeah.
Something like that.
So yeah.
We talk about just being with somebody who like supports me no matter what, but is not in this world at all. Like,
Let's go.
you guys love each other. It's very cute.
He's the best.
It's very funny sometimes when you've been in like videos or something and people are like, who's his friend or who's his brother? Is he single? And like, oh, there was one.
Yo, it was my New Year's party.
We did the Montana Boys video.
That was
yeah, that's
so
right.
People
fun.
were just like, "Who is that guy? Who is he?" And they were like, "Is that your boyfriend's brother or cousin?" I'm like, first of all, are you guys being racist? What's happening here? But it was just the way that Chad, people. I was like,
You did get a lot of
better
love
get
that
out of my
day.
DMs
I
and
loved
out of the
it.
comments. I told Kate to get in the comments.
I was like, that's my fiance or something. I was like, hee hee.
But you guys understand each other and how I can like agonize over something I'm posting on social media. And I also like, I think we know how to handle any sort of hate, and we've dealt with this for years, but still something can like take us out for an hour at least. I don't think things ruin our day maybe like they would have years ago, but you guys understand each other on that level. Like someone might have a partner that's like, it's just Instagram, like what's the big deal? And it's just like, at least you understand that this is a big deal, and I'm reaching all these people, and what I say comes with positive and negative responses. And so it seems like you guys have a good balance. You and I have talked a lot about like anxiety surrounding social media.
Do you feel a lot of anxiety even now?
I have anxiety all day. Like all day long. I think also I was literally on the way here looking up psychiatrists, because I'm like 99% sure I have ADHD, which is affecting my anxiety as well. I just need to get diagnosed.
We have an episode for you. You should listen to it. Yeah,
do
we
you?
had a woman on. She was late diagnosed with ADHD in life, and it explained her whole life.
I do feel like
She
there's
has a
like
book
some
about it, too.
things, like I'll walk into a room and then like I'll do 10 other things before the one thing I need to do. And I'm like, I get so anxious about little things. And I'm like, I think there's more to this than just anxiety. Yeah. But anyways, yes, anxiety and social media, it's gotten a lot better, because I would crash out hard, especially the early days before Chad really understood social media. He's like, why are you letting this affect you so much? Like, but now he gets it. Now he like can see why, like,
because I also do it in the
and you
reverse.
understand.
Yeah, and I'm like, why are you letting this consume you? And then I'm coming to her, I'm like,
You're like, I'll
Yeah.
get
Like-
too. I mean, Kate, I'm always amazed by you, because I look at you, I experience you as this calm, really kind to everyone, so beautiful, lovely person. And you're the first person to be like, no. I'm extremely anxious all day long. You're very open about like what you're going through with your mental health. And it makes me at least feel when I'm with you like, okay, optically, I see this beautiful person with this gorgeous fiance and this great life, and like everyone's struggling with something, and you're the first person to just be open about it.
I want people to know, like 99% of the day, I think I'm a squid. Like I'm literally so hard on myself. Yeah, I'm really hard on myself.
She is so hard on herself, like the hardest.
Oh, I hate to hear that. I don't.
But sometimes I think when you're anxious, you're like, that's my drive. Like anxiety keeps me going.
my
Like,
edge.
if
part of her
I beat
creativity,
myself
too.
down, then I'm always going to keep myself going. So I've been trying to like,
Find the balance.
yes.
I think you should be proud of yourself. I think it gives other people strength to be like, optically, this person has a great life, and she also has mental health struggles, and so does everybody, and that's strength for other people.
Yeah.
I also feel like I need to find a balance of just like separating work in like sometimes, especially like LA, sometimes there's events, and sometimes events are really great, but other times I come back from events being like, oh, I really feel horrible about myself. And like working with my therapist to be like, that's a work event. Like when you're there, that's work. Like not everybody is going to be your friend. I don't know. It's hard coming from the Midwest where you're just like, everyone's so like
Genuine,
nice and everything.
Yeah.
And there are those people out here, but also there's times where it's like you say hi to somebody and they're like, could not care less about who you are. Like, and I'm like, even just as a person, you're like, oh, not even a hi? Like,
I love that you brought that up. And it is something we've noticed obviously so much here. We have great friends here. We love a lot of the people in LA, but notoriously, I mean, you have people that are a little more shallow and opportunistic, and they only see you as what you can do for them, and they don't really want to be your friend. And they can sometimes act like they do, and they kiss your ass. And it just, you realize that. And it's like, I think a lot of us have found each other, and you have tons of friends that aren't in this world, as do we. Most of our friends are not. And so I get what you mean about being at an event and being like, oh my God, these people don't make me feel good about myself.
Chad went to an event this weekend by himself, and he came home and he's like, I walked up to a group of guys. I'm like, oh my God, what do you mean?
She's like, what do you mean? Who was it?
I was.
What do you mean you walked up to them? What were they doing?
And he said hi. I'm like, what?
I was like,
that is the bravest thing I've ever heard. I will literally circle around a group like a hawk until like someone says hi.
People in LA are very specific to me. I mean, like I feel like a man in LA could be drowning and he won't talk to you to get a raft. Like, not everybody. That's a blanket statement. But like, I've never gone out in New York City and not made friends, met people, been approached by guys. Like, that's not really the vibe here. And it probably is because everybody is so in their own heads here and anxious, and self-loathing, and just thinking about themselves. They're actually not trying to be terrible to you. They're just trying to be less terrible to themselves for a second. But that is the vibe here a lot of the times. And so, yeah, I would be so nervous to walk up to a group of people because I would know they won't talk to me.
I'm so proud of you for doing that. And you made a friend. And I'm like, oh my God.
I did. But no, we've especially when we first moved, we got to leave the house more. That's another thing. Me and her.
Yeah,
but
we don't
when we
leave.
used to go out, right? We've had that experience where I've been talking to someone. I walk up and it feels genuine. It's like I'm interested in getting to know them, them, me, and everything feels good. Then it goes into occupations. And I swear, like this happened to me a couple times. They just something is up on the ceiling that they become very interested in. And they just will look up, and I'm like, okay, I guess we're done here.
Where we stand here. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I didn't say the thing they wanted to hear.
Yeah. But it was like before then, it felt so natural.
That's
and
what I'm
fun.
saying.
I'm like, this is gonna be my dude. Like, so.
And that dude's gone.
And that dude,
bye.
It really is true. And I mean, again, I love it here. We've chosen to live here.
We do too.
We want to stay.
This is not everybody, but
yes.
I think when you meet people in Philly or Boston, like you know where you stand. Quick. I mean, and they might be rude to you up front, and that's not your friend. But if you really bond with somebody, they're probably going to be your friend. Like, it's just different. Like, we've had to realize this, and I think that's why people can find LA to be an isolating place or hard to make friends, especially when you're younger, because you have no idea. You're like, oh my God, I just made a friend tonight. We really hit it off, and they ghost you. I think there's a lot of like friend ghosting.
Also, like being in your 30s, it's harder. Like, it's a different.
Yeah.
Like, I go to events and someone's like, I'm 22. And I'm like,
Don't make a video about me being a millennial.
I was like, we're not going to get coffee. I totally get it. Like, I met an 18-year-old. And I was like, oh my God, what are you doing here?
If I meet an 18-year-old, it's my friend's kid.
Yeah.
At this age.
Yeah.
Like, if you're a teenager, you are a friend's kid.
18. Yeah.
She's on, like, a
Where's your
Netflix
parental
show.
supervision?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we'll remind each other, like, we'll tell people, we're like, in 10 years, you're going to be where we're at. Like,
Right.
We do say that. We do.
So just hold on.
Okay, well, we do need to wrap up with you guys. But tell us anything. Can we wrap it up with, like, you'll get married eventually if you want to?
Okay, we were just talking tonight. We're going to look for a wedding planner. Because that's what we need to do. Yeah.
And then you have 2 dogs now, Mike and Bob. And
yes.
Is there going to be a third? Most people
I
ask
think,
about kids,
okay,
but I'm
I do
asking
want
about
to,
dogs.
there is one thing I want to plug. So at the Lang Foundation, there's this 14-year-old beagle named Brady. He's looking for a loving home. Chad and I really want to adopt him, but we are running out of space. And then there's another dog, Punky, that's been there, a little bulldog that's been there for 3 years.
The thought of a 14-year-old dog in a shelter is like gut-wrenching.
We just brought him home and he was so loving to all the animals. He just curled up on the couch. No. He just wants a little landing pad, like a little
what is the foundation?
LANGE.
Yeah.
The Lang Foundation.
Yes.
Okay, got it.
And is there anything else you guys want to plug? Plug your Instagrams, any projects you have coming up?
No.
Oh my God, Chad,
no,
where can we get the watches?
Yeah.
At DanielSavageWatch.com. It's very, very important to me. It's a family brand. I named the brand after my dad. He's my hero. Mm-hmm. So I can't do anything in life unless it's like I have a driver, and that's always going to be family oriented. So it's my dad, my mom, my siblings, or Kate. So it's very important to me. So thank you for.
All right.
Yeah.
Kate.
Yeah. Just follow. We're going to start wedding planning, I guess. And I think my big message is adopt, don't shop. That's my big mission in life.
Personal life. It's your Instagram.
My Instagram is it's Kate Steinberg.
The worst influencer. She's like, go to the animal shelter.
Honestly, though, everybody already knows it at this point. They're like, we know the Instagram. Okay.
Oh, they don't?
Well, we love you guys. Thank you for being here.
We're so happy to be here.
Thank you for being our LA friends.
No,
we honestly love you guys. We've been so excited about this, and then we were late, and we were like, we blew it. So
we made it happen.
Yeah.
That's why we have to cut.
We do have to wrap this up. We have to go get Botox.
Okay, so and adopt, don't shop is the best message that we could end on.
Yeah,
you crushed that.
Okay, girlsgottaeat.com is where to find us. You guys can get tickets to our holiday shows in New York and LA. Girls Gotta Eat podcast on Instagram and TikTok. I am Ash Hess. Raina is Raina.Greenberg. Subscribe on YouTube. Share this episode with a friend. Follow them. Get the watches. Adopt, don't shop. And we will see you Thursday.
Have a good week, guys. Bye.